Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This lecture is for BBA 8. The subject is International Business and Trade. This is our lecture number 10, which is delivered by Ms. Zahra Arif. We will discuss the continuation of that chapter, that is direct foreign investment, in which we will discuss divestment, new startups, and transaction cost analysis in detail. Divestment. What is divestment? Divestment is the process of selling subsidiary assets, investments, or decisions in order to maximize the value of the parent company, also known as divestiture. It is the opposite of an investment and is usually done when that subsidiary asset or division is not performing to the expectations. Companies can choose to deploy their strategy to satisfy either financial, social, or political goals. Now, reason for divestments. There are six reasons that why we should divest. One is to divest to obtain funds. In times of financial difficulties, companies opt to sell off non-core assets in order to obtain funds that are important in keeping their primary business. Instead of putting money in a poorly performing subsidiary or unit, businesses choose to sell assets or close subsidiary operations to save money and prevent insolvency or liquidation of mother company. Number two is focusing on primary business. In the early 1980s, the acquisition or takeover of smaller companies by conglomerates became the business trend. Big companies bought units that were not even related to their core operations. It was common to find food companies venturing into real estate or banking. However, in the 1990s, many conglomerates realized that managing non core assets while keeping the main businesses productive could be very hard to achieve. Diverting resources to non core businesses can hurt the main operation of the company. Nowadays, one of the common reasons corporations spin off, sell, or close non related units is to have all their resources focused on building up the main business and maximize profitability. Third, prevention of monopoly. There are times when companies are compelled to divest because of legal issues. In order to maintain fair trade and prevent monopolistic practices, antitrust commissions in various countries mandate divestment. In the United States, the government agency responsible for determining if a company needs to sell or release its non core assets in the Federal Trade Commission. Number four is availability of other investment opportunities. The majority of the companies have limited resources. Thus, when better business opportunities are available, corporations decide to divest assets and business units that are unproductive, unrelated, or unmanageable. It is not really surprising for companies to divert their resources from a not so profitable business unit to one that promises a high rate of return on the same amount of investment. Number five is inability to achieve synergy or strategic fit. Divestment is a good option for a company to consider if an acquired business unit prevents the conglomerates from achieving synergy or strategic fit when a business line no longer fits the image or direction of the company. It is better for its owner to get rid of it. This is common when conglomerate decides to restructure or change its focus, especially after management changes. Number six, social or political reasons. There are certain cases when a company chooses to divest primarily due to political or social reasons. When there is a public clamor for businesses to cease their operations or sell off investment in areas where there are socio political tensions or questionable governments, then a conglomerate may be forced to get rid of certain business units. New startups. Here are 10 steps that are required to start a business successfully. Take one step at a time, and you will be on your way to successful small business ownership. We have discussed about the reasons of we have discussed about the reasons of divestment. That what are the reasons of divestment? These are all six ones. Now we are discussing about the new startups. Step number one is do your research. Most likely you have already identified a business idea. So now it's time to balance it with a little reality. Does your idea have a potential to succeed? You will need to run your business idea through a validation process before you go any further. There are a number of ways you can identify this need, including research, focus groups, and even trial and error. As you explore the market, some of the questions you should answer include: is there a need of your anticipated product services? Who needs it? Are there other companies offering similar products or services now? What is the competition like? How will your business fit into the market? Step number two is make a plan. You need a plan in order to make your business idea a reality. A business plan is a blueprint that will guide your business from a startup phase through establishment and eventually business growth, and it is a must have for all new businesses. Number three is plan your financing. Starting a small business doesn't have to require a lot of money, but it will involve some initial investment as well as the ability to cover ongoing expenses. But you are turning a profit. Put together a spreadsheet that estimates the one time startup cost for your business, as well as what you anticipate you will need to keep your business running for at least 12 months. Number four, choose a business structure. Your small business can be a sole proprietorship, a partnership, a limited liability company, or a corporation. The business entity you choose will impact many factors from your business name to your liability to how you file your taxes. You may choose an initial business structure and then reevaluate the change your structure as your business grows and needs change. Number 5, pick and register your business name. Your business name plays a role in almost every aspect of your businesses, so you want it to be a good one. Make sure you think through all the potential implications as you explore your options and choose your business name. Once you have chosen a name for your business, you will need to check if it is trademarked or currently in use. Then you will need to register it. A sole proprietor must register their business name with either their state or country clerk. Corporations, LLCs, or limited partnership typically register their business name when the formation paperwork is filed. Don't forget to register your domain name once you have selected your business name. Sixth, Get licenses and permit. Paperwork is the part of the process when you start your own business. There are a variety of small businesses, licenses, and permits that may apply to your situation, depending on the type of the business you are starting and where you are located. You will need to research what licenses and permits apply to your business during the startup process. Step number 7, choose your accounting system. Small businesses run most effectively when there are systems in place. One of the most important systems for a small business is an accounting system. Your accounting system is necessary in order to create and manage your budget, set your rate and prices, conduct business with others, and file your taxes. You can set up your accounting system yourself or hire an accountant to take away some of the guesswork. If you decide to get started on your own, make sure you consider these questions that are vital when choosing accounting software. Step number 8, set up your business location. Setting up your place of business is important for the operation of your business, whether you will have a home office, a shared or a private office space, or a retail location. You will need to think about your location, equipment, and overall startup and make sure your business location works for the type of the businesses you will be doing. You will also need to consider if it makes more sense to buy or lease your commercial space. Step number 9, get your team ready. If you will be hiring employees, now it's the time to start the process. Make sure you take the time to outline the position you need to fill and the job responsibilities that are part of each position. The Small Business Administration has an excellent guide to hiring your first employee that is useful in a few small business owners. If you are not hiring employees but instead outsourcing work to independent contractors, now is the time to work with an attorney to get your independent contractor agreement in place and start your search. And the last step is promote your small business. Once your business is up and running, you need to start attracting clients and customers. You will want to start with the basics by writing a unique selling proposition and creating a marketing plan. Then explore as many small business marketing ideas as possible so you can decide how to promote your business most effectively. Once you have completed these business startups activities, you will have all the most important bases covered. Keep in mind that success doesn't happen overnight, but use the plan you have created to consistently work on your business and you will increase your chances of success. The last topic is transaction cost analysis. Transaction cost analysis, also called transaction cost theory or transaction cost economies, is a theory originating from economics. TCA aims to explain governance decisions. In transaction cost terminology, governance are the formal and informal rules of exchange. Initial work using TCA focused mainly on the make or buy decision of firms and included topics such as whether firms should deploy their own sales force or use independent agents or whether components should be sourced or self-produced. Transaction cost theory is founded on the work of British Nobel laureate Ronald Coase. In The Nature of the Firms, 1937, Coase asked why certain transactions are conducted within firms and other between firms. His answer was that generally markets are more efficient at producing goods and services. However, conducting transactions in the market results in transaction costs. These costs can, among other, be attributed to searching for supply, negotiating, and enforcement. When the additional transaction costs of using market are more than offset by additional production cost benefits of using markets, firms are better off relying on the markets. If the additional transaction costs are high, internal organization is favored. Thus, Corsair established the basic economizing framework of TCA. Firms chooses a governance mode where the combination of transaction and production cost is lowest. Thank you.